This is San Diego Animal Training with 10 tips for crate training success. Tip number 1. Never force the dog into the crate. Forcing your dog into a small, unfamiliar area where they can't escape will likely develop a long-lasting negative association with the crate. Instead, pair the crate with positive reinforcement training using the dog's favorite treats. Tip 2. Never use the crate to punish the dog. This might seem obvious, but many people put the dog in the crate to punish unwanted behavior. The crate should be a positive place where the dog can relax and chew his favorite toy or bone. Pairing the crate with punishment will quickly ruin its appeal. Tip 3. Choose the right size crate. A wire crate or a plastic travel crate should be large enough so that the dog can stand up completely and turn around comfortably. If it's too small, the dog will be uncomfortable and constrained. If it's too large, it may discourage the dog from relaxing, and it can be inviting to potty in a corner instead of waiting to be let outside. Also, make sure the crate is placed in a low-traffic, calm area of the house. Tip 4. Use small approximations. Moving too fast can cause long-term avoidance of the crate. Instead, reward the dog for inspecting the crate, then putting just his head in for a treat, then 1 foot, 2 foot, and finally the whole body. Small steps and repetition of positive experiences build confidence in the crating behavior and gives the crate a tremendous association with positive experiences. Tip 5. Reward pausing before coming out of the crate. By reinforcing the dog for pausing momentarily before exiting the crate, he will gradually learn that simply staying in the crate and being patient is the easiest way to earn his favorite treats. When doing this, gradually build duration, rewarding for pausing for just a second at first, then 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and so on. Another good technique is to call the dog out of the crate for a treat instead of letting him make the decision to exit on his own. Tip 6. Pair closing the door with a treat. We never want the dog to feel trapped inside the crate. Instead, the goal is to teach the dog that it is so desirable that he has little temptation to leave, even if the door is closed. To accomplish this, always pair the movement of the door, closing the door, and opening the door with a treat. The dog will soon understand that the sooner that the door is closed, the faster he gets his treats. Tip 7. Never let the dog feel trapped. It can seem counterintuitive, but open the door immediately if the dog shows any signs of stress or discomfort. If the dog shows any signs of anxiety, it just means you've moved a little too quickly during the crate training process. Simply relax your criteria to when the dog was last successful, perform more repetitions to build confidence, and continue on. It's okay. Sometimes training is 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Tip 8. Gradually increase distance away from the dog. Now that the dog is comfortable in the crate with the door closed, make sure you gradually increase the distance away so the dog doesn't think you are abandoning him. Once again, build confidence in the concept of laying down in the crate away from you by slowly increasing distance and pairing walking away with positive reinforcement. Tip 9. Gradually increase the amount of time out of the dog's sight. Separation anxiety is one of the most common behavior issues with dogs, and many pet parents complain that their dog barks or whines when they are left alone. Leaving the dog too abruptly for long periods of time and with nothing to keep it occupied is typically the culprit. When leaving your dog unsupervised in the crate, do so for just a few seconds at first. Gradually build duration as the dog's confidence builds. If the dog does start barking, whining, or vocalizing, this is a sign you went a little too fast. Make an effort to enter the room again only once the dog is silent. Then relax the amount of time the dog is in the crate to where he was last successful and build duration in gradually. Tip 10. Use CHEWY rewards when leaving the dog in the crate. High-value rewards like marrow bones, bully sticks, stuffed Kongs, or other puzzle-type dog toys should be reserved for the dog to enjoy in the crate. This accomplishes many things. First, the dog will learn that the only time he gets his favorite reward is when he's in the crate. Very shortly, you will find the dog will actually look forward to crating. Second, these chew toys keep a dog occupied for long periods of time. The longer the dog is occupied, the less bored he will be. And third, chewing releases endorphins in dogs, and the release of these neurochemicals solidify the dog's positive association with the crate. Thanks for watching, and remember to follow us on social media and subscribe to us on YouTube.